Do it solid.
We're gonna check everything. You understand?
Relax, eh?
Yeah. You like.
Okay. Well, hello everybody. It's us. We are
The Daniels 8 family.
Now we know you can't see the kids, but they're all around. They're doing all they're our PAs tonight. They're checking on everything, making sure that we're live, we are kicking, and we're doing strong. All right. So before we start, let's have a heads up, right? Let's just have a heads up. Okay. So what we're gonna do? I'm flicking onto our YouTube page, guys. Our YouTube page, and we are on a whippadoodah. Can somebody give me the numbers? Go onto our YouTube as well, guys. My PAs, you need to be active, you need to be productive, and tell us, what are we on, guys? We are on.
What is it?
900 and what? Malaka, you just checked, so you know.
45.
945, guys!
Come on, give it a clap.
Hallelujah! Praise the Lord for the Daniels 8 family! So, how did we get there? Guys, it's because you logged on. You went to our Daniels 8 family, and what did you do? What did they do, guys? They?
Light.
Number one. They subscribed, and then they did what? They liked it. They shared. Yes, no, but that's our last one. I love that one to be the last. They comment in the comment section. Not signed, big like that.
No, we still.
They commented.
Don't tell me.
They turned on their post notifications so that every time we came on, they were alerted. And then what did they do? They share the videos. So continue, guys. Share. Thank you so much for everything you've done so far. We can see that you're doing it. You're loving on us. And guess what? We love you too. Yes? Okay. So today we posted and we said that tonight we're coming to you live. And what are we doing? We are saying we are in loving memory of Mom Angeline Daniel, my dear, sweet, big like that, and my very own hubby for how many years? 22 years. Ooh, give it up, baby. You got this. 22 years. But apart from being married 22 years, we've actually known each other for a whole 24 years. Correct. Isn't it? Correct. 24 years, yes. Correct. So we really thank God. And so we thought, we went through our own hurdles, didn't we, when it came to in-law relationships. Wow. But particularly not so much for him. He had it easy. It was more on my side. But yeah, here we are. We had it great, and then the Lord came through. So we're gonna share tonight. So we thought Mom-in-law's first anniversary since her passing and being going to be with the Lord is exactly tomorrow. And so we thought 1 year, exactly. This time last year she was in hospital, and we heard the news tomorrow last year. So, we just thought, let's do something to commemorate, because she was a lovely being. We loved her so much to bits and everything. So yeah, before we get into this, if you haven't already, go to our YouTube channel. Do what, guys? Subscribe, like, comment in the comment section.
Share the video.
Turn on post notifications.
Don't forget that.
And what, everybody?
That was on purpose, so you can
share videos. Who are we? We are the Daniels 8 family. Yes. So let's get right into it. So we've got a lot of questions. We've got questions. Help me. The light is turning off, so what do I do?
Just a second.
Just a second, people, because my light keeps going off.
Straightforward.
So straightforward.
Oh, where is it?
Light.
Your phone, there.
It's a bit low.
No, it's there. Okay, is it white?
Yeah, it's white, because it's a bit low. That's why it's on charge. It's alright, we got this.
Okay,
we got this.
That's alright.
Question number 1, let's hit it. So we've had people posting questions on YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, message, MSN, and all this. And some of the questions, oh my goodness, they're so intriguing. I'm so excited tonight.
Okay.
Because,
Bring it
as
on.
I said, yes, Papa, bring it on. We have faced some of those
Bring it
questions,
on.
so let's do this. If I can't answer it, I'll be very honest and say, do you know what? I really don't know. But
Next.
as for now, let's go. Question number 1 is
What is it?
bam. Is how do I handle a situation where my husband listens more to his mom's suggestion than mine whenever we are about to make a big decision? Mark that.
Whoa.
Big decision. So
Hang
how
on
do
a
I
minute,
do it?
hang
My
on a minute.
mother-in-law is just getting on my husband's side and this.
Wow.
Yeah. Without too much ado. Remember, every question is just like a half second. No, half a minute. Let's go. So yeah,
Who's going to answer that?
you are answering that.
Because it's...
Or should I answer
No,
it?
because it's
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
I think yeah.
Well, I can answer it because I think I've got the answer.
Okay. Has my mom been like that to you as a mother-in-law? Where
Let's-
she's helping in our big decisions?
No, she's
No.
been a wonderful mother-in-law.
Because you know she's listening.
No, it's not because she
Okay.
just listening. She knows principles.
She knows her place.
No, not well. That
I don't.
summarize it at the end
Okay.
as a picture to us, but
Okay, hit it
she
then.
knows things. So, I would say that there is no marriage at all if the man has not separated himself from his mother. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Because
Following the word which says
Because,
the man
yeah.
shall leave his mother and father and cleave
to
to his wife.
So if
Ooh,
there's
I
no
like that.
cleaving, then there's going to be a problem in the marriage because
Then it's no marriage.
There is no marriage.
There is no marriage.
So marriage only happens
Clever.
when the man has left and cleaved to his wife, left his
Ooh.
mother, left his parents, and cleaved to his
You
wife.
got it.
Once that's done, there's not two. The reason why there's a problem is because there's still two. But here, when you're looking at us, we've got two bodies, but there's one.
Ooh, the two
Two
shall
bodies,
become one.
But yet, because we're together,
Yes.
the inward part of both of us
Yes.
is one. So
Come
whatever
on.
come on the outside, we deal with it as one.
Come
But
on.
yet two bodies, if that makes sense.
That is so clever. Give it, baby. You are so
That's how I deal with
intelligent.
it. Yeah.
Good. That answers it. Okay. Okay. Oh,
We've got another
God.
subscriber.
Whoa.
Welcome. Let's give him a round of
Thank you.
applause.
Thank you, subscriber. We
Thank
love
you.
that. We love
I think
that.
I answered the question very well.
Very
so
well. Well done. Big
this
well
one for-
done.
yeah.
Okay. Question number 2.
Love that you. Love that you.
Whenever we have an argument, my mom-in-law rushes in to side with her son, even when it's clear that hubby is in the wrong. How do I handle this? I've got this one. That used to be me once upon a time, to be honest. So just sum it up a little bit. Those that don't know, when I started my marriage with my husband, simply because my husband is of Caribbean background. That means he's been born in St. Lucia but bred in France.
Best
So
part of
very
the world.
mixed. He's really mixed. This guy, I tell you. His mother, his great
Well
grandma,
mixed, not very
great
mixed.
grandma
Well
was
mixed.
Indian, so he's got Indian in him. He's got, I know, right?
I've got
Seriously,
everything
he's got
anyone
everything. You name
a
it.
wife can want.
So all that he did,
I said anything a wife can
can
want.
work. Yeah.
I've got.
Yes,
I think
yes.
I've got.
All that I want
Anyway,
is in this
let me
one.
not keep-
So yeah, so when we first met together, like dating, courting, whatever, however you can put it, my husband had only dated 2 girls, and the 2 girls he dated were Caucasian. I was the first black girl that my husband ever dated, and guess what? I was the youngest of the girls as well. So I was completely different from what my mom-in-law had gotten used to. So when she met me, there was enmity. When I tell you enmity, oh my God, like, if not for this guy standing up for me and just being like, Mom, I'm gonna marry this girl, this and that, that's another story altogether. We wouldn't be here today. But because he stood for me and he was right beside me, he fought the hurdles, he got through it, and yes, so that's how we stand. In the end, obviously, my mom-in-law and I, honest to God, we had, not because she's passed on, we had a great relationship. People wouldn't even know that she was my mother-in-law. You'd actually think that she was my mom because we were so tight. And then my mom-in-law and my mom were really close. They actually called each other husband and wife just because of husband and wife. You know, So like I said, that's a whole story altogether, you know. But how do we, let's go back to the question. So whenever, before, prior to myself and my husband being close, my mom-in-law, before she knows what we were arguing about, every time she heard us arguing, because we had to stay in her house, when we first got married in 2000, we had to stay in my mother-in-law's house. And so she would hear our conversation or our arguments, you know, through the bedroom doors and this and that. Without any, you know, like asking what was going on, she'll just immediately, she'll be thinking, you know, like, what's going on? Oh, Louise, you know, this and that. Yeah, why don't you listen to him and blah, 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 you know. But over time, I think that she learned me and she got to know me as a person. And I started, obviously, I remember I was pregnant with our first child, Samuel. She got to love me for who I was, who I truly was. She got to understand me because we were praying together, we were cooking together, doing all sorts of things. And all of a sudden, she started understanding me from a woman's perspective. So it's about you tying in your relationship with your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And then from there, from her knowing you, then she'll be able to find you as a child, as a daughter, where she adopts you as well. And then to relate to you, when she's relating between the two of you, she won't see her son and then you as like a passerby or like an intruder. She'll now see you as two children who are in an argument and she's trying to find an understanding and to help the situation. So it becomes no longer about siding with any one of you, but it becomes more of let's get an understanding and let's get this resolved.
That's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that, I think that answers that.
Yeah.
As we said, any other question, just keep on posting them. Any questions, guys? Can you see anybody there? Can you see anybody live? Let me just turn on to there and just
Any comment
say
from
hello
anyone?
to anybody or everybody
Any
that
comment?
is there.
Maybe Chocolate says hi.
Oh, hi.
You know, so let's see. Yeah, hey, Ma'am Libby, hi.
Hi.
You know, thank you so
Nice
much
to
for
have
being
you
here
around
with
on our
us.
channel
You know,
today.
we're so
Tonight.
glad. Thank you.
Yeah.
And so let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next question.
So what's the next question?
The next question is,
What is it?
So, how do I know, in a situation where there's my son and my daughter-in-law, how do I know that my daughter-in-law feels what my daughter-in-law feels about me? If my relationship with my son is an extreme tight one, like we're really close, how do I know that there's nothing really wrong? Because perhaps every time I speak to my daughter-in-law, it just seems like all is good. How am I able to find out whether all is good or maybe there's a problem because of our tight relationship? How do I get to know this? How do I get to know whether there's a problem or not? Do you want to answer that?
That's quite.
An intricate one, yeah.
Yeah.
Or should I take that one?
I think
think
you
I
should.
kind of know. The
Otherwise
way
I'll
I
mess
read
up
it,
the answer.
again, with me, the answer would be about having a relationship with your daughter-in-law.
Right.
So it's not about you finding your relationship with just having that relationship with your son and then leaning on that. I really think that you ought to get into that relationship, to get to know your daughter-in-law, to get to find a relationship, your own relationship.
Okay.
Once you've got a relationship that's ongoing between you, you're able to speak to her and you're able to you know, per say, you know, what do you like in the midst of whatever you're doing? And maybe you've gone out shopping together, you're able to ask her, you know, like, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? And then you're discovering her, and then with that openness, again, she'll be able to open up to you to say, you know, sometimes it just feels like maybe I'm in your place when I'm doing this and that, and then you discover what she's really uncomfortable about, you know. So
Okay.
does that
Yeah.
answer it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So the next question is, we're trying to move on fast so that we answer as many questions as possible. So, what was the thing you believe made you guys grow closer?
I've heard from a viewer that someone's having difficulties commenting on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Correct.
Okay, let me just check. Someone's having difficulty commenting on Facebook. Try to find out why.
It's saying like you've restricted that. On the
Okay, what you do, if you've been restricted on there, then go on the post. You know the post that I sent this morning?
And go
just
on
the
YouTube,
picture.
guys.
Just on the picture. If you're finding problems commenting, no wonder, because I was wondering how come I'm not seeing any questions there. If you're finding problems commenting on our Facebook, go to the post that I posted this morning and just add your questions there. I'll be able to access them with my phone here, and we'll be able to answer you. I'm really sorry about that. So just go on the other one before, the previous posts, which have just not the live, because I can see the live there. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So let me see the live. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, so go on the picture. Just comment on the picture and we'll be able to think. Because someone else has commented on the video, so I don't understand why you're having problems. So sorry about that. Okay?
Yeah.
So go on there, please. And hold on, let me just share the link as well. So just hold on for me, please. Bear with me 1 second. Copy the link and let's just share it onto our WhatsApp so people are able to go onto that directly. So I'm gonna say we are live, and then I'm going to share the link, paste the link and share it. Yeah? So if you're one of the people that are on our WhatsApp, then try and go onto that link and see if it works. Otherwise, just do like I said. Go onto the picture previously and then just send in your questions on there.
All right.
I'm really sorry.
Next
okay,
question.
let's go. Next question. Next question.
What is it?
Is what was the thing you believe made you guys grow closer together despite the odds of in-laws? What made us grow close together?
You want me to answer
Yeah,
that?
yeah, go on. You can answer.
I think there's a lot.
Uh-huh.
But I think
Despite of what we were facing at that time, yeah, with the in-law. So we need to base it on the in-law relationships.
I think we understood the principle
Yeah.
of marriage, and before getting married, obviously we, in our courtship time, we had classes, if you remember.
Oh yeah, we had marriage classes.
Classes,
Yeah.
that's it. So we obviously there was different topic into it, and that was one of them.
One of them.
So
absolutely.
when we faced that, then
We
we
knew
thought,
how to. Yeah, yeah.
we've learned that. So
Yeah.
for us to have been taught that means someone else has discovered the same problem
there's
in
that
different
problem.
other marriages.
Absolutely.
So we didn't just get married and go on a trip and thought, well, let's see what happened. No, we got the lesson, we planned. Just like driving a car, you need to know how to pass the gear, what's what. So we knew.
Yeah.
Same with another area, maybe finance or children. So
Absolutely.
we've gone through it.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. Well done. And then the next question is, what do you miss the most about her? So this one is a bit personal. So you do remember that this one, those of you that don't know that have just joined us right now, we're just saying we're really thanking you for the fact that we've reached 945 subscribers on our YouTube.
46.
946.
Well
We're
done to
going
the
up.
46.
Thank you so much. 46th
Wow.
person. Thank you, subscriber. We're really grateful. So that's on our YouTube channel, the Daniels 8 Family. So we say subscribe, like, comment, turn on post notifications, and share our videos.
And
Let's get this, going to 1K. We're opting to get to 1K. Why? Because then we can get monetized as
And
a
we can do
family,
more.
and we can do a lot more videos for you. We can
Yes.
come these impromptus and all that. So thank you so
Bigger
much.
equipment.
This is how we're saying thank you. And then we're also commemorating tonight to what? Yeah, bigger equipment. You're right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
Better
professional.
lighting, but more professional,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, man.
We're commemorating this to my mom-in-law's passing last year, the same time tomorrow, the 18th of January. Our mom-in-law passed on to be with the Lord. And so we just to commemorate that, we just said, let's take on in-law relationships as a topic tonight. So that's where we are. So
Next question.
what do I miss about her? So I think I
Is
should
it
answer that.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's about mom-in-law. What do I miss about my mom-in-law? Do you want to know what I really miss the most? Mom-in-law used to come here to our house every so often, and what I really miss is just how she would then she used to give me these kisses. You know how when people grow older, when they're so mature, they have an intricate scent to them, like you can smell their fragrance. You know how they literally smell. It's just like it's a grandma smell, it's a motherly smell, it's just, oh my goodness, like I really miss that. She would give me that kiss and it would just linger, like it would just stay on my cheeks. I miss that. And then we'll just get on and just start chatting about anything and everything. And every time I was so frustrated with my husband, as I said, we got so close together in relationship that I used to share my problems with her. You'll be so shocked how much we used to talk. Even the things which I was finding as a problem on myself, on my body, I used to share with my mother-in-law. That's how close we are. So I miss that. I miss that about her so, so much. And yeah, that's what I miss. Yeah. Okay, so next question is, if you're looking after a mother-in-law in your house, which like we had just started doing, and every time you say you are preparing a particular dish, your mother-in-law insists she wants to cook it in the way she or her son likes it. But then every time she cooks it, the son would ask you why it doesn't taste as good as the other day. How do you politely tell your mother-in-law not to prepare the dish anymore without offending her? I love that question. I love it so much because that was us, my mother-in-law and I will tell you which particular dish actually. My mom is a professional red bean cooker. Cook, not cooker, because the cook is the stove. I remember that from school. My mom is a professional red beans cook, right? And my mother-in-law because she's Caribbean, she would cook in a different way. My husband learned how to love my mom's red beans, right? And mom-in-law would still want to cook it her way. Of course, me being my mom's daughter, I'd learned how to cook it my mom's way, although not as good as my mom, but at least it'll be the closest as opposed to my mother-in-law. So I tried so many years to try and tell her, okay, mom, like I know you do these beans, but let me do it is this way. And we would fight in the kitchen because she just wanted to do it her way. So I think a few times she just came up and she found that I'd already prepared it and she tasted it and guess what? She liked it. So we found that ground. So I think it's about maybe cooking the dish while your mom-in-law is not there or, without you telling her what you're doing and then her just tasting it and then she'll realize via the taste buds that you're cooking in that area, that particular area, not curry goat. Oh my goodness, let's not take it there. Not chicken curry, not rice and peas and dumplings. No. Red beans. I knew that I was, the pro at that one. So she learned by taste. I think that answers that one. Okay, so, here's another. Ooh, I think you should answer this one. What race would you allow your children to date or court? What race?
Should I answer that?
Oh, you're so mixed though. Yeah, go ahead, answer.
Go for mixture. No. Well.
Why not?
Yeah.
Is there a particular race you would say?
If I would find a race, then that means I've got an issue. That's the way I look at it.
Yep.
It's not about race. It's not about skin color. It's not about anything else in that category of saying, it's about meeting the appropriate person that I will encourage them to marry. Someone that will be a companion to them, someone that will be a helper, someone that will fit. And I prefer someone that is totally different from them because they can explore each other and
meet somewhere
and become the one individual to run life together.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
I like
that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, in my family, my mom had 6 of us children, and each and every one of us got married from a different race altogether.
That's right,
and mixed colors as well.
Yeah.
From black to white to mixed race to you name it, to a different colors in one like my husband is. And so we you know what, we actually called ourselves the colors of Benetton, United Colors of Benetton. Why? Because seriously, my sisters and I used to say that we the United Colors of Benetton because we're so mixed, so it's not about the color, it's about who the Lord sends to your child and
who fits.
That's it.
And it's not the perfect one, but who
fits that. Absolutely. So there we go. So
Hassan Adiyeye.
Yeah.
Honestly proud of you guys.
Oh,
Yo, thank you. What's
Thank
his
you
name
for
again?
saying that.
Hassan Adiyeye.
Hassan Adiyeye.
Adiyeye.
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you. We really, really appreciate
Really
that.
appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions over there?
Anyone else?
On there?
Margaret
Yeah.
Onadu says, "Hi sis, that cooking was amazing, and I love the answer."
Oh,
Oh,
thank
the
you.
cooking
And she,
one.
She also
Okay.
said, "Is this live on YouTube?"
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. We're live everywhere.
Now listen, this one. I think I want to answer this one. So many questions. I'm just like,
I'll
please.
decide. Let me
Okay.
hear it. Let me hear
Would
it.
you be okay with your kids eloping once they meet their, loved? So Bernice Grace, when she meets her husband, are you okay with her eloping, like going to like Canada, Antarctica, the North Pole, South Pole, or any of our kids, Samuel, Zai, Ezekiel, Malachi, Elisha, or yes, the
Well,
boys. Are you okay with them being taken away far?
That will be the first warning I'll give all of them.
That what?
No.
You won't be
What's that
okay.
warning?
I, honest to God, I've actually thought of it.
No.
So many times I've thought of it, like, would I be okay? And I was asking myself, it's so amazing. I was so glad when I saw this question. I was like, oh my goodness, someone else also thinks of this.
No.
I was thinking to say, would I really be okay? And honest to God, I don't think I would be
I'm
okay.
not prepared for
Because I'm not even prepared for the fact that my kids will have to leave
No.
my house.
No.
Right now, Samuel's going to university and it's so hard. I'm just glad that he's always able to travel. And anytime he says to me, Mom, I want to come home, like he has to come for the memorial tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can you send this amount of money? I don't even think twice. Whether my purse is stretched out, I'm just like, yes, please come. Because I just want to see my son. But I can't imagine
We love our children.
him being so far away. Any one of our kids, amazing. Truly, we
All of
love
them.
our children
All of
so
them.
much.
All of them.
Someone even told me, oh, you've got 6 kids.
And you.
You've got 6 kids, give me one, or let one just come and sleep over.
Never.
I can't.
Never.
Honest to God, because each and every one of my kids are special.
Yeah.
From the depth of my heart, they're so special to me and they're so dear in their own
To
way. I
us.
want to
What
us.
do you mean to
Sorry.
you? What's wrong
Fruit
here?
of the womb,
What's wrong
man.
here?
Fruit of the womb. Yeah. So
It had to be
always-
me.
It had to be you. I had to
There'll be
deliver
no
the
fruit
seed.
of the
The
womb.
seed. True.
Everyone
It's-
agree?
It's the two of us. It's the two of us. Yeah.
Ah.
True. So yeah, honestly, I think that answers that question. We wouldn't be okay, but of course we wouldn't stop them because there will be adults at the end of the day.
Yeah, there's that
You understand?
part.
So yeah, we've got to remember that. Okay. What was the thing you believe made you okay? There's a question which says, "Mom-in-law is always imposing on us, dependent on our dependents to keep, even when can't afford." What is? Mom-in-law is always imposing on us, dependents to keep, even when we can't afford.
Does that sound like money?
Yeah, I think it's about their dependents. Mom-in-law is always imposing on them to do something for the dependents, even when they can't afford it. To do something. Habi says no. How do we solve this? I'm not too certain. But from the way I'm understanding it is, perhaps with us anyway, we face kinds of situations where we can't afford something. So we can't afford something, but then mom-in-law, because she knows that the dependents need it, she still thinks they should have it. So how do we handle this? How do we handle this? I think straight and simple. With us, mom-in-law had her own pockets. She had her own money. She had lots of money actually. So whenever she, like her grandchildren were crying out for one thing or the other, and we couldn't afford it, guess what? And if she was saying no, they should be having it because ABC, we'll turn around and say what? Then you get it.
That's right.
If you think they should be having it, we think they shouldn't because we don't even have the money and it's not even necessary to start with. So we'd say to her, have it. In the end, actually, would say to her to actually get it. At the end, I actually remember once the kids had their own accounts, we'll just realize that she's put money into their accounts to, buy whatever it is that they wanted secretly without us knowing. Because sometimes, honestly, no matter, we would look at the thing and we say, no, they really don't need this. This is beyond spoilage.
Yeah,
Don't.
yeah.
So instead of her asking, she had stopped doing that. She just used to give the money, privately. So, yeah. That'll be
If
it.
that answer the question.
Yes. Let's see.
Any more?
Any more questions on here? Sorry, just trying to check. Any on yours?
Anyone has any on that? No.
Okay.
Aza, anyone?
Okay, let me see. Oh, hold on, I'm just checking my Facebook. Check. Oh yeah, Samuel is saying, can you check your YouTube comments too? Check, guys.
Yeah, it's not that.
Okay.
Well,
hold
just
on.
you people are just congratulating you.
Oh, thank you
Okay,
for
thank you
everyone,
so much,
by the
guys.
way,
Thank
for-
you. We really, honestly, we really
Yeah.
truly appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How do you? So I'm looking at the WhatsApp here. How do you cross? You know, when you've got a relationship between in-laws, I think this is how most of the questions, to be honest, I'm not fully getting, but I'm trying to make it out. Being married for so long, I'm
okay.
trying to make sense out of them as well, because some of them were typed like real quickly. So if you have a relationship and you're about to get married, how do you cross the dowry? You know, if someone comes from a side where dowry is not their thing, just like us, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, dowry was not my husband's thing, but I understood dowry. And if it's coming and it's posing a problem between you as a relationship, like your husband doesn't want to do it, or your husband to be doesn't want to do it, and or your wife, whichever way, doesn't want to do it, but that it's a culture. So how do you cross that boundary? How did you? So you can advise them.
Well, I can advise anyone
Yeah.
on this. Basically, is bringing understanding, because of culture differences. So not every culture function the same from the background they coming upward with the way of doing things. So certain culture will do it different way. But I think, me personally, even though I did not understand it, yet I gave it value simply because of knowing that will value her, if I can say it that way. So I look at the other side of it. Of course, she is very valuable. Money will mean nothing to do that. I was willing to be compliable to do it, basically, and to realize, actually,
But you thought
even though it's not my culture,
you thought I was being bought. I remember.
yeah, that was the first
The
thought.
first
Like,
instant,
how
yeah.
is it?
How
But
can
anyway,
I buy you when you're
when
not
I-
worth money?
as
Yeah.
I said, it's understanding.
Yeah.
Once it was explained to me and I understood things clearly, then I could see the meaning and the value now, and it was not a problem anymore. And it makes sense to do that even after I discovered it was also in my book, in the Bible.
That's right. That's
So-
right. Yeah. So you referred. I think with you, to be honest, it became much more easier because you did have a life's manual, which was the Bible. Being a
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
So I think what's really, just to add on to what you said, honey, not to take away, just to add on to it, is that I think it's really good for one to have a basis something upon which you base your life. So with us, the Bible is our manual. Really, we walk and try to talk according to the Word of God. So anything that is cultural, culture is not predominant. Culture is after the biblical standards. But what you will find, which is just so amazing, is that most cultures are actually based on biblical principles, but sometimes they're twisted and turned. So for you is to take the culture and to align it to the Word of God, and then to act upon it according to the Word. That way you know that it's a principle based on God and not man.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got one more question here,
One
which
more.
says one more question,
Before
one
we
more,
go.
yeah, because it's past now. We don't want to keep you too long. What age gap would you allow your children to date or to court? Ooh, I like this one.
I think
You start.
I think-
So it's say from the man from a boy, a male child to a female, and a female child to you understand, to court later. So for your son, what age gap would you allow a son to court or date a girl?
I think one, they got to be becoming an adult.
Because we're an adult. Okay.
Two, they need to be educated about that first
Okay.
before they go into it. If you understand,
Okay.
there's
We're
many.
talking of age. Okay. So
Yeah.
the age is within that.
Yeah, it's within
Okay.
that.
Okay.
That's part of the age.
Okay.
Once you become an adult, obviously,
Oh yeah.
to
Your
progress
brains
into dating someone, you need to
need
have
to
a
have
form
the
of lesson.
understand. Yes.
Because
absolutely.
obviously you're coming from a home that you have parents who dated themselves first, so they should be able to teach you a part of what dating means. You should not allow I will not allow my children to learn it from other people outside before they know it from me first. That's the way I look at it. Because someone outside might have a different view about dating, even about getting married. So I think my children should see the example we set, if it works, which it has worked, and to do their part in with the example, building their own. That will also work.
Okay.
Because anyone out there can tell them, for example, I can give you a big area. No, you can go to bed when you date. Me personally, I would say no. And when you get married, then yes.
The intimacy is for the
But
marriage.
not everyone has that same perception
Principle.
and principle, knowing that children is responsibility. So how our society has gone wrong is placing it before marriage, and obviously you have kids all over the place and things are messy.
That's right.
So anyway,
That's
I
right.
won't go deep into this, but that's an example
So,
why I do
okay.
it that way.
So in other words, you don't put an age on it. You don't put
I
an
do put
age
the
gap.
age.
So you haven't said. So what would the age gap?
Oh,
What would you say
well,
is an appropriate age gap? Because that's what they want to
from
know.
18,
So what would the other one be? So if your boy,
Yeah.
if your boy is dating,
both of them.
what they want to know is if your boy is dating, what age gap can they have between them, between the boy and the girl?
I said both the same. 8 from 18.
Or both
If-
18 years old?
From 18.
Okay,
Even though
I
they
don't
say-
agree.
That's okay, even though they
Why?
say a girl mature quicker,
Thank you.
but you
That's
know,
where
there
I was
are-
going.
There are other things that I can't. It would take time to say here.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I agree on the age, but I say from that age, but yet I feel then in that case I think I would prefer that if the guy is going on to like 20, then the girls just reach 18, you'll find that they're still thinking almost the same,
Okay.
because truly I've proven it to say girls have mature much quicker, because even having the little girl that we have, you can tell she's only 6 and she thinks like, sometimes she even, says wiser things than
Oh, yeah?
our,
Okay.
our 9, 10, 11-year-old, like in certain ways, not in everything, of course.
Yeah.
You just think, how did you know this? You understand that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I honestly think, for me, for instance, we have 5 to nearly 6 years gap, or is it 6, nearly 7 years
Yeah,
gap
yeah.
between us. And I even tend to forget that we have that age gap. Why? Because
So I'm more advanced, you see.
yeah, because it's more advanced. Because the thinking
I
capacity
think
of
deeper.
a woman is just so detailed, and we spend time to really. Whereas men are just shortcutting, like the pam pam pam.
Well,
It's
I
just
proved that wrong.
yeah.
I
So
proved that wrong.
so yeah,
I'm detailed.
I really think an age gap is really appropriate. I truly believe in a man being older than a woman, but there comes a point in life as well, I must say, where age becomes nothing of a matter, because you've all grown like past 30s, 40s, you understand? Whereby if it's a woman who's older, it still doesn't matter in a way, because you've grown.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, I found that as well.
Okay.
That's my perspective. Okay, last and final question is, what was the thing you believe made you guys grow closer? No, do you? No, sorry, that wasn't the question.
Come on, bring it on.
I know.
Keep
Just
us
one sec-
waiting.
One
Bring
second.
it on.
1 second. Oh, that was the question.
It's okay. Put it
That
out.
was the question. It was the age gap. Yeah, so with the age gap, I really think so. I really think, when you're in the 20s, you can go even, a lady can be 25 and to a 30, 32-year-old. And to me, you find that, you just meet grounds, like almost like there's no
Yeah.
age gap whatsoever,
Okay.
So yeah, that is it. I think that sums it up, guys, because There's so many questions. Honestly, there's just way too many questions. And we might do a part 2. We don't know. But
We
I
answered
think
as
it
much as we
really,
could within.
yeah, cultural
40
differences. Cultural differences. I just think when it comes to cultural differences, just like with us, you just keep just go to the culture, look at the culture, and see how you can bring both of them together. And like I said, with me, I believe, hoping that you're Christian too. You look at it based on the Word of God, see how you can bring things together, tie it in a knot, and go with everything based on biblical principles as opposed to human, manly, or whatever kind of nature, isn't it?
And every couple is different, remember.
Every
so
couple
bring
is
your
different.
own mixing
Flavorings,
together and
that's
make
right.
it yours.
Yeah, that's why it
also
says
important.
the two shall become one, because
That's
it's
very
those
important.
the two, this one and that one will come to who are you and him or her. You will come together and you shall become one.
Yeah, look at yourself in the mirror and see
exactly
what you want to be.
You
like.
can't emulate, but you can learn through other people's situations. But you've got to find your ground. We've got a question from our own child there, Ezekiel. Go on.
Margaret Ology says, would you allow your child to believe in a different religion?
Would we allow our child to believe in a different religion? First and foremost, with that, thank you so much for that question.
Good question.
Very good question. Very, very good question, because we have tackled that actually. So, in the first place, when I was starting myself, speaking of myself, when I was starting my marriage, I read the Word of God which says, you cannot be unequally yoked, right? So that meant to say, in as much as I found someone who's so with a beautiful, the most amazing, personality and this and that, but they did not believe in Jesus Christ, I couldn't say as a Christian, with my Christian biblical principles, because when I said the Lord has come into me and I become, a follower of Jesus Christ, that means the precepts, the concepts, the principles by which Christ is based is what I base my life. So I said I will not be unequally yoked with anybody who does not believe or who believes contrary to that belief. So then I found him, I found Wendell. And I always say Wendell really changed, because when we first met, Wendell is one person who now when you look at him, you think he's so grown in the Lord, this and that and that. But actually when we met, isn't it, I was the stronger one. And I had to say to him, okay, I can't do this, we can't do that, we're going to walk like this, we're going to and because he loved me so much and he was a young Christian, he aspired to grow and he grew to be who he is now, and this is us. What am I saying in line with your question? Your question now comes back to us to say, okay, so if it took me that much to say I had to find out that my husband was equally yoked with me in order for me to marry him, how then the fruit of the womb that we have now created, am I going to say it's okay? No, I'm now going to say everything that comes out of us should, by God's grace, walk according to those ways, the precepts of Jesus Christ. The Christian faith should be the basis of their life.
Okay.
And that's what we should try to think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me, personally, this is what I have to say about that question.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, no one can force anyone
To become
to
Christian.
accept a religion.
No.
What I mean about that, you are not God.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make someone know the true God.
No.
But we parents can pray for our children
Absolutely.
that God will meet them instead. So it won't be us pulling them to Him, but Him revealing Himself to them. Then they will see the truth,
Mm-hmm.
and they can choose the real God. We know there's a difference between religion and relationship. So once they find a true relationship with God, because God does speak, for example, religion does not speak. It tells you the do's and the don'ts. So that's how I'll answer that question. Even if you deprive your child for going for a religion that they think they want to go, yet you are not God. So I don't know if that answered the question. It will be just you acting like God into their life. Therefore, they will still be blind. They won't see what is true, what is relational, what is not relational within. Yeah.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So we hope we answered that question. Oh.
He's lifting his hand again. So that's the last one. After we have to go. It's 45 minutes.
Blessings.
Oh, thank you. That
Thank you.
great response. Thank you.
Blessing Stephen says, how do you manage to look so gorgeous?
How do? Is it me? Is it me? I'm guessing it's me. How do we manage to look so gorgeous?
I help her out anyway.
Oh, okay.
Trust me.
Yeah, do you know what?
The right food, the right diet, anyway, carry on.
Without a good man like this, I won't be looking so good. That's just starters.
I make her laugh every day, so she
Make me
keep
laugh.
young.
They do say that laughter is food for the soul, isn't it?
Is that
Oh,
true?
that yes,
Is that
me.
true?
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, seriously, I just think it's a very good question, to be honest, because that could even be, because I know your son just recently got engaged. Blessing, congratulations once again.
Congratulations.
You know, and I really think as a mother-in-law, it's good for you to ask that question so that even your daughter-in-law can know that even after having 6 kids like moi, you can still look gorgeous. And it's really important actually to do look gorgeous, because you think of it to say people get careless when they do get married. You know, they think it's just a courtship thing. Like once you're courting, you know, like you're looking all gorgeous, you're, you know, all, you know, whatever, made up, dressed up nice and this. And then they get married and they relax. And then they wonder why, you know, maybe a man just, you know, sways off or this. It's not a passport, it's not a ticket for men, but it does happen because they start looking outwards because you're not looking as good as you did when they first met you. So I think, like they say that marriage, for us, we say our marriage is like mature wine. It matures every time. So even as this year we're striking 22 years, we want our marriage to keep on maturing. That means in all aspects of our marriages, in our and marriages, as in with other couples as well who are married. So with us, we keep each other going. We look at each other and we say, you know, why are you looking like this? What's going on? You understand? Do this and do that. We help each other and we're very honest.
Yeah.
For everything, bad breath, BO, you know, when it's armpit or whatever, we speak to each other. Clothing. So yeah, so that's how we manage. It's just by keeping up,
belly,
you know, looking at
gone.
Pinterest, ASOS, you know. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, we love you. We
On
love
this
you.
end.
On this note.
On this end of notes, I think we've reached the max time.
We have
really
tried.
appreciate
We've
all
tried.
of you for being on
Live.
whichever platform live
Yeah,
tonight.
there was Twitter,
With us.
Facebook,
We appreciate it.
YouTube. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Honestly. So remember to do what, guys? We are on what number? We still on 946? 946, are we? Yeah.
That's great.
And the numbers
So-
keep going up on our YouTube, guys. Thank you so much. When we do come and celebrate soon.
Wait, we got a new one as well. 947.
Oh,
great.
come
Thank
on! 947 now.
Clap for him.
Thank you.
Give
Well
us a clap.
done. You guys, we're so
Okay,
grateful.
that's great.
So yes, so remember, we are the Daniels A family. Do what, guys? Subscribe to our channel, like,
Comment in the comment section down below.
comment in the comment section down below.
That's
Turn
right.
on what?
The post notification.
Post the notification. And sign the video.
And
Comment.
share the video.
Don't be shy. Sign and share the video.
Don't sign the video, share it.
Okay,
Thank you
share.
guys, we love you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Until next
Ta-da.
time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.